go. Aho, Minasan, Bloody Nux here, aka the Goth Gamer, your resident anime king, but more important, the king of the Fight Club. I hope you all having an amazing evening, morning, afternoon, day, night, whatever time it is for you. I hope you all having a wonderful one. You already know what it is. It is Friday, so that means it's Bugger Fridays, where it's actually more like Saturday at this point. But I hope you all having a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, day, night, whatever time it is for you. I appreciate you all stopping by, maybe coming through. I know it is super late, way later than I usually start, but you know what? I sometimes do a little late night times. But more than anything, we are here with Darkest Dungeon 2. Now, for those who don't know, I played this a very long time ago when the game first was in early access back on when it was back on early access back on PC. However, I have made some changes here. Now, the game did actually launch on consoles a few months ago before I had to take my break for work and everything else. So now that I am back, I wanted to actually jump into, because I do know that the game has made quite a lot of changes, and I wanted to jump into that and check it out. So one, I hope y'all are ready to redo this because it's been so long, and y'all know that I did always love the original Darkest Dungeon, and I did enjoy my time with Darkest Dungeon 2. So we're gonna jump into this here and start fresh from the beginning and let it go. As y'all know here, I love my roguelites. I love my my frustration and all sorts of madness that comes with this game. So before we get started, there's one thing that we do, and that's crack our knucks. Now let's go and tear shit up. So I have a confession to make, that there's no confessions to make. The only confession is that I am too good for this game. Not really, I'm probably gonna get destroyed. But this game's meant to destroy you. And me. It's meant to destroy all of us. Especially our sanity. Tick-tock of the clock that won't stop. And the leaves of the plants that fall on the drop. That's some rotting food on the book. Hey, little boy!
Ruin has found you at last.
Hey, it's that guy again.
My protege. My friend. Our calculations were correct. The ephemeral equation is unbalanced. The Earth spins on a strange and terrifying new axis. And everywhere, unbridled consequence. The world is a wasteland of failures past. And yet, you must ride out into it.
The little boy is causing trouble in the background. Let's knock stuff over. Hey! What are you doing?
Take this. It is hope. The very last of it. It is yours now.
Really? That's all that's
You were
left of
bold
hope?
once. Be bold once more. Free yourself from this suffocating stillness. Fix your gaze on the horizon. And face the fearsome truth.
See,
Of the darkest dungeon.
I always wondered if he when he speaks of the protege, if he's talking about the owner of the or the inheritor of the mansion where the original Darkest Dungeon took place. I was like, and that he sent us away. I was like, and if that's all that's left of hope.
Or be consumed by them.
I have so many failures, that's so many to face. I don't know how many. I was like, my entire existence is a failure. Alright, we'll start. To the prologue! I was like, is this all that... I don't know, one, how someone can grasp and hold hope. But if that's all there is, I was like, I'm definitely fucked, because that's not a lot. I am definitely screwed, because that's not a lot of hope left. Hey, look, I'm driving a carriage. A garage in my horsies.
Well.
Hello?
I glimpsed it lurking at the ragged edges of your mind.
What?
I watched its venom spread through the veins of the world. And
How
I
can you...
trembled at its terrible reverberations.
That's a lot to look through. I'm just saying.
The crossroads. Who will step forward into the light?
That is a good point. The crossroads of life is always the failure of the night. The party! 4 heroes can ride on the stagecoach and form an active party. In Kingdoms, you'll be changing up the party frequently. For now, form a party that you want to... Aha! The Man at Arms. Alright. Party creation. Cycle through the heroes. Press A. Got it. Rank specialties. It's best to select a mixture of front and back. Yeah, I got it. Gold circles. Yeah, I remember. Like, it shows where their best attacks are at. The stagecoach. Bring up the stagecoach. Armor. Wainwright, yeah. In order, stagecoach forward, halt it, will steer automatically. You can fine-tune its path with left, right. Alright, well, I forget. So, we've only got 4 peoples. So, we got Sir Barristan, Dismas, Audrey, and Paracelsus. Paracelsus. Whatever his name is. Alright, the Plague Doctor. Alright. So, obviously, we're going to take the Plague Doctor. And he's best in the bick. Right there.
Indiscriminate science stains the surgeon's hands.
Right. We're going to put the Highwayman, we're going to put Dismas right chair.
Hunted. Harried.
Hey.
A fugitive seeking to
out of my...
outpace the past.
Get out from under the desk. Come on now. I don't need you sniffing around. I'm trying to chew on things. Go. Out. Yeah, you're gonna get your butt stuck, little boy. We're gonna put Audrey in the back.
Avarice slips unseen into the catacombs of the mind.
The grave robber and the man at arms, Sir Barristan, shall go in the front.
Pride. More devastating than the horrors of 100 campaigns.
And we shall embark upon this journey together and see how bad it goes. Quite frankly, I'm expecting it to go very poorly, because it usually does.
Onward.
Whee!
And let us hope enough yet remains of the world.
Ooh, hello.
The bulwark of your denial is giving way.
Armor. See, the one thing I do remember that they improved significantly, that I was probably one of my biggest complaints in the original Darkest Dungeon, was the sanity meter, right? Because in the original Darkest Dungeon, my God, was it so... Your characters would go insane so easily, and it was so hard to reduce their sanity. However, in this one, instead of it being like you have 200 and someone can hit you for like 50 insanity, no, it's like 1 or 2, right? But your characters have more of an opportunity to be able to reduce it by 1, 2, or sometimes 3, depending on the abilities, but also have more of a tendency to be able to resist or be what's the word for it? Basically to have an epiphany and to basically resist it. However, there's still the opportunity for them to basically succumb to the madness and stuff like that. But it's not as bad of a penalty when it comes to sanity as it was in the original. Because you know how many times I've had people die because of a heart attack because they went insane because all I was fighting was enemies that did nothing but sanity damage. And I had all of one dude who could do very little like sanity healing. It was ridiculous. But it's to be expected. I still love the game though. I love how much it makes me hate it sometimes. Alright, enough talking. Let's start slicing and dicing. There's a dude in the front, and I'm gonna stab him in the back. So, I'm gonna slice this bitch right there. Yeah, like that. Ooh, yeah. I forgot how nice the animations were. I do always like this comic book style. Like, specifically in this game, I think the comic book, like this dark, deep, like aesthetic really adds into the look of the game. Also, to everyone stopping by, I appreciate you all. I hope everyone's having a wonderful evening, morning, afternoon, day, night, whatever time it is for you. Hope you're having a wonderful one. I'm gonna throw a nasty, dirty little bomb right there at that bitch. Yeah, give him that DOT, give him that Blitty Blight. Let's see here, poison darts. Oh right, double daggers. Hell yeah, let's do that. One there. Ow! He bit me! Ah, you dirty bitch! Ow! Okay, well, at least I had only 4 damage. Alright, well, that's alright. I can manage that. Let's see. Heal 10 when target is... Wait, what? Barristan, cooldown, Rampart. Step forward. You know what? I'm gonna hit him with this. I like how you just drag the mace and try to look all cool like. I was like, but I dig it. I dig it. I love it. I love it, Dad. I think this pushes me forward. Yeah. Yeah, so he he dashes forward. Yeah, there we go. And then you can... Ow. What? I don't need that.
What can we learn upon closer inspection?
I don't know what we can learn, but I don't need to know. I just need a smacker for that to kill it. Yeah, there we go. Hit him for that 6-piece. Yeah. Okay, yeah, see, there's the sanity. I was like, so I took 4, but he also does a riposte, so that's always nice. Incision to this man right there. Excellent.
A simple variable, easily resolved.
Yes, yes. And then the yes, of course, all the goodies at the end of battle. What's this? I have no idea what that is. I don't know what I grabbed. It didn't give me any information, but I'll figure it out.
There is so much worse in store.
Trinkets, baubles, and all the goodies. The desperate few. Right, encounters. During encounters such as this one, you must pick one of the choices by holding A on one of your heroes. The result will be previewed at the bottom. Ah, there we go. Trinkets. Each hero may equip up to 2 trinkets at a time. Trinkets offer bonuses and special abilities that can improve inventory stacking. Your shared inventory split between all item types. Some items stack well, whereas others take an entire slot. Got it. Affinity changes. Heroes often have vastly different opinions about how a given encounter should be resolved. When you choose a hero's response, any heroes that agree with the acting hero will have their mutual affinity increase. Gold glow any's. Well, that's right. So the other thing that they changed here is how the characters and the heroes actually interact. So before there wasn't so much of a focus on the party interaction with each other. It did have some effect, but not necessarily a large amount. This one, there's so much more on the relationships of the heroes themselves that you can actually change the there actually are certain times where they may bond and be able to do more for each other, as well as there's other times where they may have tensions between the two that causes them to basically be like, hey, I don't care about you. If something happens to you, it's just like whatever. So it can cause negative effects. Sometimes those negative effects can be secretly positive effects, but it does kind of change depending, and I do like that a lot. Right, so I wanted to take a look at this. What do we have here? I don't care about... No. What? No. Close that. What is this? Oh, there it is. Candle of Hope. Alter currency. Faint glimmer that whispers of a brighter hereafter. Relics. Okay, memories and impressions from a beyond age. Slime mold in food. Target. +1 max health for region, but also adds... I'm guessing disease and adds quirk, potentially 5%. Minor bouncers belt. Healing received from skills. Minus 15% resist. Well, that doesn't seem good, but I'll deal with it later. Alright, cool. So let's see. So these are the only two that can talk right now. Help us. Once caught, hope spreads like contagion, and he agrees. From highwayman to passenger, pay is likely worse. Okay, so what do we get here? What? No. So I can either get a trinket blight. Wait, what? So we'll gain plus 100 flame, but this one will give me supplies, and this will give me a trinket. You know, I'm gonna take the trinket because having better armor will allow for a lot more capabilities for what my people can do. So yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna go with Dismas. All right. At least the plague doctor agreed. Yours for the taking. So I got one candle of hope and an anchoring charm. Plus 25% resistance, plus 25 whatever. So that's 2 different resistances. And then 10% resist, which I'm guessing is a death. I think that's the death. Death resistance, so. Well, that's nice, I guess. Oh, this tells me everything here. Maybe. Worship conviction. Buffs, debuffs, dodge. Well, it doesn't give me all of the stuffy stuffs that I needed, but whatever, I guess. Not like I cared. I mean, I cared slightly. The last hope. Well, that's depressing. There we go. So let's see here. Combat item. Oh, I can give them new weapons. That's new. I don't remember that. Oh, let's see here. Armor, distant trinket. Yeah, let's give that to you. Oh, that's right. I forgot that they also have negative traits. So they have what's called quirks, which we have one positive quirk and then one negative quirk, and depending on how you kind of play out, those quirks will change, or you can get new quirks, and they can sometimes be all sorts of ones. Like one that I hated back in the first one, or the original, is that if you had someone who had the quirk, which was a negative quirk, which is called kleptomaniac, and sometimes when you find treasure or supplies and stuff, they will steal it, and it won't count towards anyone. They just take it, and it sucked. It's just like, you son of a bitch, that could have been something I needed. Yeah, so let's add that to... yeah, you know what? Let's put that on you. What is your quirks? Pick to the face. Yeah, negative, neutral, neutral, neutral. I want to know what your story is. Why? Oh, there it is. I have to do that. Pillager. So yeah, versus Pillager takes minus 20% damage. He receives minus 20% damage, does additional 15, but on hit, oh, he also has a chance to reduce his stress. Yeah, hydrophobic, no greater terror than water. So he hates, yeah, so he fears the water. He gets plus 10% damage and starts with stress reduction when missed. So if they miss him, he has a chance to reduce his stress. Slow-handed, so yeah, his speed is 0, so he's further back in the timeline. Resolute chance, minus %. Denial of pleasure in order to refine the spirit, yeah. So she has a resolute chance, but has a negative towards her positive relationship chances. Melophobic. Music is the trigger for deep-seated resentment. Okay, so she hates music. And he's also a ascetic. Ascetic? I think that's the word. Ascetic, yeah. Something like that. If flames is less than 75%, starts combat -2. What? I don't know what that means. Yeah, so he's light sensitive. So he needs it to be dark. I was like, well, if you took off that mask, you'd be able to see better. I'm just saying. Anyways. All right. Onwards! Move, my horses! Oh, Jesus. I am all over the place. Jesus, fucking.
You can feel it. A change in the air.
Maybe. I was trying to run stuff over, and I was going the absolute opposite way of running stuff over.
Not immune to the spreading stain.
All right, give me 1 second here. I will be right back. I have to take care of something for Akumu. Hang on.